So when Chris Brown drops an album, he's faced with bad luck. Because honestly and truthfully, he just doesn't give a let's discuss. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. I hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. But ciao. Chris Brown. Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough to keep these people off your ass, baby. Woo, Lord, this man is always faced with something, but this time, this little something is actually his fault. So, if you guys don't know, this is like semi-local Houston news. Chris Brown is being sued by a local Houston businesswoman. Now, I got this story off of Lovely T's Facebook page. Shout out to Lovely T, one of my favorite YouTubers. I am definitely a tea sipper. But he is being sued by Beasley, who is the VP and owner of DML Real Estate and Construction Investing. And I must say, when I first saw this story, I was giving this lady a little bit of a side eye, but homegirl definitely has a case. So let's talk about it. Hurricane Ida touched down in 2021 and it devastated Louisiana. It generated, I want to say, roughly $75 billion in damage. And what did the government do about it? Absolutely nothing. And you want to know why? Because for the most part, these areas were heavily populated by black people. Like, let's keep it real. It was like on the same level of damage as Hurricane Katrina. Like, Louisiana was devastated, but the whole entire thing was swept up under the rug. And then Hurricane Nicholas came down right after Hurricane Ida and devastated parts of Louisiana and also Texas. And it also generated $1 billion in damage as well. So since the government wasn't doing anything about these hurricanes, the Juan Smith wanted to go ahead and take it upon herself to create a benefit concert to help raise money for the people that are still like affected by the damage that was done by those two hurricanes. She went ahead and paid Chris Brown $1.1 million to perform at this concert. The concert was supposed to take place back in November 2021, but then it got postponed, and then it was supposed to happen in January, but that's when that whole entire issue struck with Chris Brown and that girl accusing him of basically SA. I can't say the exact words, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The girl was proven to be a liar. That whole entire issue was swept up under the rug, and then Chris Brown was in the clear. And the concert was supposed to take place on March 19th of this year. So it was supposed to be a whole entire benefit concert. He was paid $1.1 million from the lady, like out of her pocket. And the reason why it was out of her pocket, because a lot of the investors pulled out of the concert. So she was literally putting out the whole entire thing by herself because the investors pulled out due to the controversy with Chris Brown. So imagine paying for this man's booking fee, then his flights, and his hospitality. She paid for all of that, and they were at soundcheck, literally at soundcheck, when they found out that this man was nowhere to be found. Fast forward to this past weekend, she put out a press release that she was suing Chris Brown because Chris Brown did not return the money. He did not return the money. He was paid for all the services rendered, and he legit ran away with the whole entire check.
Good afternoon. My name is Beasley, and I am Vice President and co-owner of DML Real Estate Investors. I sought Chris Brown out to do a benefit concert so that we can raise money for our hurricane relief program that we have. And the reason for that is so that we can raise money for all of the victims that have had hurricane problems that didn't get any help, like from Red Cross or Baker Hughes or any of those type of entities, and their houses have still been left in shambles, basically. So I reached out to Chris Brown's camp and asked them, is there any way that you can do a benefit concert for us? They agreed. I sent them their deposit, I sent them a travel buyout, and I sent them their back end several days prior to him coming to Houston. We had a reschedule due to Travis Scott's problem. We had to reschedule because it was normally, it was supposed to be November 21st. We rescheduled to March the 19th. Chris Brown's camp, they canceled during our sound check, which left me with a lot of hardship, a financial hardship, and it left all the people that were depending on me to have the rehabilitation of their homes without that happening, because he has in excess of $1 million that I spent just to get him here. So my plea right now is to ask Chris and his management or whoever is responsible for that money. We have spoken with the police. They have subpoenaed his records. They have found out the wires that we sent and the deposits that we gave him prior to him showing up, that he is a signer on that account. So it's not like he doesn't know that he was supposed to be here. Everyone rallied around me, my people from the city, State Representative Ron Reynolds, because we were trying to do a good thing for our citizens, for Houston and Southeast Texas and our sister state, Louisiana. And we're just asking that he please send us that money back.
Now, I know celebrities usually get a lot of leeway, but that is just absolute straight up theft. Absolute theft. Now, the people in the comments of the article were side-eyeing the girl because they were like, okay, if you have 1.1 million, why can't you go ahead and help these disaster victims with their whole entire situation? But the thing is, sometimes you got to spend money to get money. So this 1.1 million was going towards, like racking up basically more millions and hopefully like hundreds of millions to go ahead and feed into this whole entire situation. Because like I said earlier, it was almost like $76 billion worth of damage that happened in Louisiana and Texas. Simply put, $1 million is not really going to change much in the grand scheme of things. So that's why I was side-eyeing her in the beginning. But when you really think about it, like, she was really doing the damn thing for a great cause. A cause that the government didn't even want to fund themselves. Now my thing is, Chris Brown, you already got money. You have like all the money. From what I know and see, like, you have money because you always go on a shopping spree. You have an abundance of cars, clothes, money, and hoes. Like, you have it all. So you really ran off with this lady's check. And the crazy thing is, just a few weeks ago, you were talking about how everybody's preying on your downfall. Every time you try to put out an album, people come out with the negative press. But this is something that you literally brought on yourself. You kept the money. Chris Brown, I think the reason why you're always faced with bad karma is because your spiritual team, like the gods that watch you, your ancestors, they're not going to take you to the next level and the next best phase of your life until you get some get right. You can't keep moving the same way that you moved when you were like 18 or 19 years old, or whenever that whole entire abuse thing against Rihanna happened. Whatever age that was, you literally have stayed that same age and that same boy. It's time for you to grow up. Grow completely the fuck up. This lady isn't even suing for additional money, fees, and damages. She just simply wants a damn refund. She wants you to sell that money back. Like, that's all you have to do, and this thing will be a wrap. Y'all, the reason why Chris Brown always faces bad karma and gets a slap on the ass is because he has not shown any growth at all. Mentally, emotionally, physically, musically. Like, Chris Brown, you have showed little to no growth. It's time for you to really step up and be a man and be a leader in this game, because that's how you're supposed to be seen, as a leader in this game, especially when you're in a game where a lot of these other men can't really even sing. You can sing. You're supposed to move differently, move better, and you're not. You're moving the exact same. The only thing different that you're doing is just like riding a little bit under the radar so nobody can attack you for any like random controversy or make up stories or put dirt on your name. But real talk, like, he needs to just like elevate and do better. It may be hard for him to do because he may not really be there like mentally yet, but like, you need to tighten up at this point, because this is absolutely something that you could have avoided. Now, as of today, his team or himself have not said anything. I think this whole entire story happened about, I want to say, this press release happened I think on either Friday or Saturday, like not too long ago. But it's been over 24 hours and you or your team have not said anything. So who knows? Maybe they may be handling all this behind the scenes, like settling out of court, because who the hell wants to play in court? Especially with his reputation, he cannot afford to play in court. And it's sad because I am still like somewhat, like very slightly still a fan of Chris Brown, because I'm a fan of pure talent and pure artistry. And I want to see this man like elevate, but it's just like, it's like he's almost there and he just doesn't get there. Like, it's always the orgasm that didn't happen with him. But like I said, God and your direct ancestors want to see you do better, Christopher Brown, but you just settle for being a basic bitch. Like, every single time, you just settle for being just a basic bitch of a fuck boy. Like, that's what you are. Like, you are a star, but from what I see, you're not really going to go far, and then you're going to wake up one day and just be at a Vegas residency, and then that's going to be that. you're going to be like the big name of yesteryear. Like you're going to end up like Bobby Brown, basically. No shade to him, but that Chris Brown, that's the track record that you're going on. It's like Chris Brown, you're going to be a person that's almost there, but you didn't make it due to scandal, drugs, lies, sex, blah blah blah, you name it. Like Chris Brown, get it together. Like just get it the fuck together. You pencil dick, you. But those are my views. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to come back at you guys with some more content.